Alright, this is going to be the last little bit of today's stream. I got about 20 minutes or so left. Continue the game? Yeah, sure. Oh, that's exciting! I'm happy for you! The Kislev's capital, Nortun Central Administrative District itself, was a secret battleship constructed by Bart's ancestor, Ronnie Fatima, after the Great War with Solaris many hundreds of years ago. The existence of the great battleship remained hidden. Later, the ship was turned into a section of the Kislev Imperial capital during the founding of the Empire. Of course it was. Uncovering this truth from some ancient records, Bart activated the secret battleship in order to fight against the Solarian mobile surface supremacy weapon. The sand cruiser Idrisil was actually the center of the command, and also the main secret weapon of the craft. Awakening from 500 years of dormancy, its true form appeared before us. Commanded by its new master, the secret battleship stood before the mobile weapon with all of us inside of it. Looks like a pair of robot legs. Oh, look at that. Time to become a robot. It takes a long time to transform, apparently. Megabots! Super Dimensional Gear, Idrisil 4. Alright, transformation complete! Come on, monster, let's go! Alright, so this is the boss we're fighting. I like how it gets to go twice. Can I go now? Can it be my turn? Oh, it gets to go 3 times. Oh, triangle did 1,000 damage. $2,000 damage. Idrisil cannon, main gun, 9,000. Alright, we may have to reset, but I'm going to try the Idrisil cannon. God damn, that's hilarious looking. 9,999. Nope, I win. Eat shit, buddy. It's basically, it looks more like Ultra Magnus than Optimus Prime. Hey, I got 50,000 gold for that. I'll take it. I can dig that. The Solaris mobile weapon was destroyed, which brought a sigh of relief from the contingent continent of Ignis. Peace was signed after some 500 years of division, and the land of Ignis once again became united. Excitement spread throughout Aveh, Nisan, Kislev, Shevet. The sky shimmered as if to celebrate, but by the hands of Elly, Citan, Torah, Emerald, and the nanomachines had been dispersed into the atmosphere. That was when disaster struck. Our songs of victory were replaced by the sounds of total pandemonium. In the beginning, we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed an unexplicable phenomena. People from all parts of the globe began to mutate into abnormal forms. It seemed to be triggered when the nanomachines removed the limiter seal that was placed on humankind by Krellian in the past. The human form, with its innate abilities, released. That's when I remembered what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "What becomes of the normal humans?" So they are naturally germinating because of the resurrection of God is near. Those who become the body of our servant. I have never knew so many would exist, even without using the key. But some of them still have not yet begun to germinate. Are they not destined to be the flesh of God? Or perhaps those are the enemies of God. Let us reactivate the strategic points of the Soylent. At any rate, they are just incomplete mutants. They are useless now in their half-finished form. God's apostles, there cannot be any harm in having many of them. The chains that restrained humankind have been removed because of you. But that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with our plan. Everything is still under control. In the event of the explosion in the capital of Solaris earlier, I had set up a nanomachine virus to diffuse into the atmosphere. I knew they were eventually going to break the seal, but the timing was a little too close for comfort. The current mutations of the humans are an initial response to the virus. Once the virus we spread over the world germinates inside of the humans, they are no longer the same. They change into a controllable form. We need humans that do not depend on the key's invocation in order to awaken. In other words, a being to take the place of the original body of God. It's like a Trojan horse released at the same time as the assimilation with God. A literal virus. But isn't it different from what they intended? Of course. We can't let them have it their way. The Ark of God is mine. Either way is fine by me. I will decide with whichever is more important. They're certain anyway. The Soylent System, a group of facilities formerly created by Solaris. These facilities existed all over the Earth. It is said that originally these were used for biological experiments and brainwashing. The people who mutated into what were called Wells, or the true form of humans, gathered at these facilities. Some of the humans turned Wells were attacking healthy humans and devouring their flesh and blood. Well, that sucks. That is because healthy human flesh and blood eased the pain of their sudden molecular changes and let them live longer. Their lives were so short. Soon after, severely mutated beings started to seek out the flesh and blood of the less mutated beings. The Soylent System divides and merges those mutated bodies on a molecular level. A set of facilities that recreate a more perfect single life form to be used as a weapon. This was the truth behind the Gazelle Ministry's M plan. Go to those facilities and you will be freed from unbearable agony. So people gathered, seeking a fulfillment of this promise. There is salvation there. The news spread, although no one actually uttered it. Their mutated blood probably told such people to gather there. We went there to destroy the Soylent system. There, humans fought amongst themselves greedily for limited pardons to live. I like how this game takes a turn for the what the fuck. It was an ugly battle to keep on living, or so it may have seemed to the casual passerby. But to me, they were desperately trying to live. It was each person's natural human form. There were the haves and the have-nots. And among them were some of my former friends from Solaris. They wanted our flesh and blood. They told us the haves should share with the have-nots. They asked if a have such as myself could understand their pain. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, it sounded like a conceited have speaking. Even so, I wanted to relieve their anguish, and I decided to do so. Just like the person in the memory of my dreams, in the distant past. Then suddenly the system went out of control. The supple mass, a monstrous organism still in the process of amalgamation, broke through the barriers of the life support facilities and stood before us. No longer of human form, that which was once human began eating the people gathered there seeking relief. We had to fight it in order to save the people, in order to save him. The eyes of that which was once human looked at me, pleading for death to take away the agony. Let's see. Nope, we should be fine. Alright, so we gotta take out at least 2 of these guys. I think. And I'm pretty sure elementals don't work on this dude. That was pretty shitty. Well, you really knocked the shit out of that, Elly. Look at Citan wrecking this dude. About 2,000 off of him so far. I don't imagine this guy having much more than like 10,000 HP anyway. So I've done about 3,200, I think. Weird. Well, he's weakening, so I guess he has less than that. So yeah, it's what, 4,300 roughly? It's nice that even at this point in the game on this too, they're still reminding me not to have sex in front of the gas chamber. Oh, he's dead. Alright, that's cool. See you later. Alright, I just got word that we can extend stream time today, so we're in no rush now. I will go till about 3:30. Is that cool with you guys? Team meeting was cancelled, so that makes me happy. Wait, oh, I was gonna say, what, you're still alive? That makes me happy. Anyway, so guys, how's your Tuesday been? I know Soma got some good news. And Citan goes up a level. 8 HP, 1 attack, 1 ether, and 1 ether defense. You got a pilot shield and 3 gold nuggets. I'll take it. Citan, please lend me your sword.
I'm sorry. I guess I couldn't help you after all. All I can do for you now is ease your wounds. I'm so sorry.
Elly, you...
Yeah, anime cutscene. Please listen to me. Stop fighting amongst yourselves. We are all human. This facility was built by the Solaris Ministry. It was created to implement their no waste plan. Such facilities were to convert mutated humans into weapons that serve as tools for their ambitions. Just one part of their overall plan of racial purification. Of course, once you enter their umbrella of protection, you can avoid absolute death. But is that human life? Even if you are the only one left, if you're devoid of a heart, what does it all mean? All of you want to be loved, needed by someone, so we look to others. But by ourselves, we are lonely, so we try to close together to live. But that's what it means to be human. That's how people live. A single hand cannot clap. To relieve your pain, I'll give you however much of my flesh you need. Therefore, don't throw away your dignity as humans. Don't let go of your human heart. Elly, are you okay? What are you doing? You think I am doing something foolish? No. I only did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, a well-to-do have. Maybe it's only pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of living without a little of their life without me, then maybe someday it may be possible that one human can truly give love to another. People can do it. I truly believe they can. That's why... Elly. After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the Soylent System facilities located on the surface of the Earth and freed the people held at each of the locations. All the people that had been mutated were taken in by Nissan, where they received treatment. Those who had mutated only mildly were treated with Tora's nanomachines, which reconstructed and revived them. They were able to return back to their normal bodies. Unfortunately, there were some that had such accelerated symptoms that their treatment was not as promising. Trying to bring them back to a form that resembled a human was the best that could be done. However, seriously, they no longer fought each other for survival as they did when they were beheld by the Soylent system. Of course, the recovery from the physical pain of mutation may have played a factor, but it wasn't only that. The majority of the people received by Nissan were those that had been admonished by Elly and had regained their humanity. Between her work in destroying the Soylent system facilities, Elly also went around and nursed the people in Nissan. She aided the bodies of the mutated and lent an ear to those who had no other place to go for help. She was the very image of the woman who created Nissan, Mother Sophia. It became rumored that Elly was a reincarnation of, or a second advent of Sophia. Go to Nissan and you will receive salvation. The news seemed to spread further about and people came from all over to be saved, both physically and spiritually. Free from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers began to unite in one place. The germination of those destined to be the body of the servant of God. As before, the humans are gathering in Nissan at this rate. Not to fear, this might actually be very helpful for us. The time is near. Should we not prepare for those who are to become the fleshy body of God, and those who will awaken God? The time has come to activate the geisha key. What? Kane? What more do you intend to do? I cannot allow you to use the key. Kane, what are you doing? Without the resurrection of God, our purpose cannot be fulfilled. Or are you planning on perishing with God, Kane, without fulfilling our purpose? Your purpose? You were fated to it from your birth. Why haven't you realized that it does not arise from your own free will? I've heard enough. Yes, this is our own volition. If you still insist on opposing us... Have you forgotten? You are my subordinates. I can destroy you if I so desire. No! We have already done our part. It's time to pass the helm to the next generation. The people will not perish. Although the initial impact of being released from the limiter seal caused some momentary chaos, everything slowly began to settle down. We then began to search for the Anima relics, the catalyst to transform gears into Omnigears. In the past, 10 relics had been recovered. It is said that about half of those were in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there should be several more relics hidden in the land. We knew then that Solaris would most certainly be searching for them. There was no way we could allow Solaris to have them. We visited the place where, using archaic records, Zephyr and her people had been able to get clues on the whereabouts of the relics. Following the information we obtained from there, we headed towards the ruins of what seemed like an ancient civilization. Let's bring Bart. Sure. Can I leave this place? Oh, there's this dude here. Hello. Shopkeep Johnny. Whoa, I'm not the enemy. My family's been merchants for generations. We got our own ways to fight, and this is my battle. Want to buy something? I can even service gears. Alright, let's see what they got for character. Oh, Wonder Whip. Okay. Okay, let's service gears now. Oops, no, shit, okay, well. Okay, so what do we got for purchasing here? Parts. Extra armor, ether armor, A charger, resource 50 cool. That could be good. Alright, so we have an S50, but we can get an N55. Has less fuel, but a lot more, 5 more outpath. I don't really care about that. I do care about that, though. Yeah, 60-25. And Vari. You already got that, so it's not really worth it. You already got that, okay. He's basically... I'm not gonna spend some extra gold just for 25 ether armor. Not worth it. Alright, I guess I can buy Reminazo some stuff too. I don't really like this gear that much, but... just in case I feel like using him, I'll have him ready. Oh shit, I got to buy stuff for steer as well. Alright, so we're getting our gears all decked out now. I'm gonna spend some time tonight and raise some money, if I can. Oh shit. Thanks for your patron. Okay, how do I get over there? Okay. I guess we can save it over our main file now. Anyway, so guys, we made some progress today. Let's continue with this momentum. I'll have to raise some money tonight so our gears can continue to get better equipment, but we should be okay. Oh, actually, there is one thing I gotta do. Well, it's on my mind. There we go. Don't really care about that. So let's put a... there we go. Where is it? There. I don't know if we're going to be fighting anything that does any significant damage to me with those elements, so we'll find out.